Hello everyone, and welcome to Miss Creative 47 YouTube channel. I was up getting ready to do something for someone. I said, let me just go ahead and do a quick video. Someone sent me this gym shoe and they want to use that as a centerpiece, but I need to take the white background out. So you notice that it has an opening here and in the back. And actually, let me make this background transparent right here so I can just keep it on the mat. Okay, so I need to keep the inside white and get rid of the outside white. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is zoom in just a little bit, and I'm going to come over here to the left and go to the tools over here where you have the line and different shapes that your line is going to do. I'm going to do the last one, which is it's called a draw and arc. So my arrow changed into a plus sign, so I'm just going to go in any space here and hold my left button down on the mouse while I'm creating it. Then I'll let it go, and then I'll be able to create that arc that the tool represents. So now I'm getting ready to go and move it here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more because I want to make sure I get it in the right spot. And I'm going to take the green handle here, and I'm just going to turn it, and I'll move this over to try my best to get a shape that represents that. And I'm going to come in some, and sometimes I'll use my arrow keys on the keyboard, and I'm going to stretch this out just a little bit and bring that in and try to come down as much as I can inside. And I may have stretched this out too much, so what I can do is I can go ahead and delete this one and do another one and hold my left button down, let it go, then take my arrow and just kind of do it small. So I'm going to grab my green button there and do it this way, make it a little bit smaller, that way I can stretch it out to fit right there. And if I want to bring it in some, I can. Okay, so that's there. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to right click on it and make sure I get it, right click on it and convert the path. Okay, otherwise it won't do anything. I don't need this over here. So now I'm just going to move the bar and move it up so I can get the bottom. So I'm just going to do a straight line with that one. I'll go back over here, click on the straight line, and just go all the way to the end there. And then with this one, I have to go ahead and, come on, don't move. I felt you move. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to click on it and then double click on it again and bring up the noise. Click on that, bring this down, bring that down here. And when your big arrow and the hand, when you get to the red, it turns to an arrow with a bar up under it, then that's when you can move it. Okay, let me see, need to get this one. And you'll see this is really cool. I was thinking, because I did it before I moved the whole thing. I did it before, but I never did it to where I had to do so much. But I've done it. If you look through my videos, you'll see I have done this before. Okay. And now this last one here, I'm going to go ahead and stretch it out about right there. And then I'm going to click on it to put an editing point there. That way this one can go straight up and over. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom out, and then I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need any more. I'm going to get ready to go to Trace and Detach, which is this button here. It's the 5th button from the top, which it looks like a piece of toast. So I'm going to click on the Select Trace Area button here. My arrow changed to a plus sign when it comes over here, and I'm going to drag my trace window over, making sure that all my image is inside. And over here with the threshold, I'm just going to move that arrow to the right. And you don't want it too much because then it gets like that. So you just bring it down some until it smooths itself back out. So now I'm getting ready to do Trace and Detach. And you will see that the white inside, it will stay. So I'm just going to click on the white that's on the outside. And you notice that it stayed. So now I'm just going to drag my arrow, make sure I don't have any other pieces that's still left behind. So now I can go ahead and back up to page setup, raise my transparency back up where you can see the white paper. And before I do anything, because she's going to put a contour cut around it, I want to make sure I put an outer offset around that, really close to it. So I'm going to go here to the start. My image is clicked. My button is lit. Click offset, and I want to bring it far as down tight to it as it can. You can see the line there, but I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to click apply, black, and the outline black as well. Okay, so we have that. Group that, drag my arrow over and right click, group, or you could group it from up at the top. So I'm just going to size this down to the size of the paper here. And I'm getting ready to, actually, let me see something. I'm getting ready to ungroup this, and I'm going to click on this line here, and I want to make it a little bit thicker. I think that's it. I think, yeah. Okay, so I made it a little bit thicker. So I'm getting ready to group it back together. Now I'm able to save it as a ping. So I go to File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive, and I already called it purple. I have one on here already, but I want to redo it to show you what I did. So I don't need to save it, but if I did save it, you have to have Business Edition to save it to a different format, or you can download from this website called Bullzip, and it's actually a PDF software that you can download, and it's not actually a printer. It's a software that can change your format for you to be print as in different formats. So it's called bullzip.com. So anyway, so I will click on Save as Type. Now click on Ping. Click OK. This box will come up, and I'll say transparent background. I'll click OK, save, and then it'll save to my desktop. But I'm not going to save it because I already have it. So I'm going to cancel it out. So that's what I want to show you. So have a blessed night. Until then.